When the students completed our virtual program, they recorded these messages.
I want to say thank you to AFS.
I'm so grateful to AFS.
Thanks to the whole AFS organization.
But 2 months earlier, things were looking very different for them.
Covid-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Imagine being a kid and being thousands of miles away from home.
Many American students were studying abroad for the spring semester and had their time cut short due to the coronavirus.
In March of 2020, over 7,000 AFS students had to interrupt their exchange programs and return home. The experience they had dreamt of for years ended abruptly.
In some instances, that meant students were leaving within a few days. Some had less than 2 days to pack and say goodbye and go back. And it became very clear that some students were going to shelter in place. I think there was a feeling of shock, a huge feeling of loss, a lot of unsaid goodbyes, and a lot of uncertainty.
How could we give them the reflection and closure they deserved? We created the Global Competence Certificate, Special Edition, a new version of our award-winning Global Competence Certificate. Completely free and specially tailored to 14 to 17-year-olds. It included key topics such as coping during a crisis, navigating ambiguity, developing resilience, being flexible, and more. As part of the program, we developed virtual re-entry support sessions to help the students cope and make meaning of the unprecedented situation they were living in. We also trained 77 volunteer facilitators from 33 countries to support the students. And we went from zero to ready to launch in only 2 weeks.
Some of the challenges of making the program included the swiftness and the timeliness with which we needed to pull this together.
5,862 students were enrolled, and 650 facilitated sessions were delivered in 5 languages, impacting communities in 53 different countries.
There are a lot of students feeling like me. I'm not walking alone in this pathway,
As a result, a number of organizations are considering implementing a version in the future. IIE, Cultural Vistas, the Ministry of Education Malaysia, and Education New Zealand have already come on board. But most importantly, we combated the isolation of students and created a brave space for them to engage with others from all over the world.
I'm sure I'm going to remember it for the rest of my life.
Thank you for making me who I am right now. Together, we will make a better world.